Hello and welcome to Manchester United fans in the West. Today I'm here to talk about the match against Leicester City. Manchester United 2, Leicester City 2. I'm pretty sure I speak for all the fans when I say we should have had, more importantly, we could have had won that match comfortably. Once again, our defense has let us down, and I will get into the details about what went wrong and how we can improve going forward. But before I do, hit that like and subscribe button to make sure you get a notification when our next videos come out. Now, getting into the match, from the beginning, Man United showed real enthusiasm and wanted to get that first goal. The story of this season so far has been for Manchester United, whenever playing away from home especially, to fall behind first and then make a comeback. But from the first whistle in this match, it was clear that Manchester United did not want a repeat of that story, and it almost paid off within a couple of minutes when Bruno whipped a lovely cross to Rashford, which he could not keep on target from just a couple of yards out. If Rashford had kept that on target, we could have gone 1-0 up within a couple of minutes from the start. However, chances kept coming for Manchester United, and finally the breakthrough came when Rashford finished neatly to the right bottom corner after Bruno played the ball to him with a deft touch. But the lead did not last long as Harvey Barnes thumped the ball with his left foot past David De Gea from outside the box. McTominay was majorly to be blamed for this goal. He did not get close to Barnes and gave him enough space to hold the ball and place it exactly where he wanted. Throughout the game, I felt this was McTominay's major fault. It was not surprising that Ole picked him after the Leeds game. He was absolutely amazing in that game. But in this game, his positioning was awful. He didn't close up the gap soon enough. His passing wasn't great either. Although technically accuracy-wise, he had 90.5% passing accuracy, which was highest for any player on the pitch. Overall, it was a very below-par performance from McTominay. Fred, on the other hand, played really well. He made 93 touches to the ball as compared to only 43 of McTominay's. His reading of the game was spot on, and whenever he got the ball, his first intent was to push forward and attack. That's what I liked the most. Now, second half started off pretty much the same way as it did for the first half, and it seemed like it was heading for a 1-1 draw until Cavani was brought onto the pitch, and he made an instant impact by passing the ball to Bruno through 3 defenders, and Bruno was never going to miss that. It seemed like a winner, and all that was needed for Manchester United at that point of time was to see off Jamie Vardy and his teammates for the last 10 or 12 minutes of the game. But again, our defense showed how weak we are at the back and let Jamie Vardy slot home from 5 minutes from time. I think it was recorded as an own goal for Tuanzebe, but the young defender actually didn't really have much to do, or he couldn't have really done much. Harry Maguire, our $80 million defender, our captain, was again out of position. He started running towards the goal line away from the main threat, that is Jamie Vardy, and he was actually running towards literally no one. We'll never know who he was trying to guard at that point. Absolutely shambolic defending wise, and again defense cost us another match, another couple of points. It is definitely a couple of points lost than just a point gained. It was away to Leicester City, I get that, but still we should have and could have won that match. As soon as the goal went in, we could see the disgust and disappointment in Bruno's face, and it kind of told the whole story. Going into the player ratings, guys, David De Gea gets a 6 for me. It was a pretty average game for him. We cannot really blame him for either of the goals. Luke Shaw gets a 7 for me. He had a good game. He made 3 key passes throughout the game and made some good runs towards the opposition's box. But we still need some good crossing from him. I understand without Cavani there isn't a point in crossing the ball into the penalty box, but I feel the ball needs to be crossed more, especially through the flanks. Hopefully with the arrival of Diallo, and once Pelistri joins the first team as well on a regular basis, with the likes of Telles as well, we can achieve that. So Luke Shaw gets a 6 for me. Harry Maguire was disastrous. 5 out of 10 performance from Harry Maguire. Every time this team has needed its captain to step up and defend the game, he has let us down. Every time. I cannot even remember the last time we got away with an away clean sheet in the Premier League. This defense needs to change immediately if we are to challenge for any silverware this season. So let's hope that's going to happen in the January transfer window. Bai for me gets a 6 out of 10. Bai had a relatively better game than Maguire. He made 5 clearances throughout the game, and he still needs to be better disciplined on the pitch. But overall, I feel like he did his job pretty well. Lindelof gets a 6 for me. Lindelof started playing as the right back in this match, which was really surprising. I understand that Wan-Bissaka is injured and you won't bury in the heart of the defense with Jamie Vardy, a fast player in there. But then what's the point of playing Lindelof in the right back? Anyway, the gamble seemed to be paying off as he did quite well on the right hand side, to my surprise at least. To be honest, at times he seemed like a better right back than a centre back, but he was needed to be substituted at the 66th minute through injury. I hope he's okay now. I do not know if this is true or not, but according to some reports, he needs to have a surgery and that he could be out for as long as this entire season. That is really sad to hear, guys. I mean, as much as I'd like to buy or Tuanzebe to start in place of Lindelof, I do not wish injuries on any player, obviously. So hope the rumors are wrong and we will see him on the pitch soon. McTominay was bad today, pretty bad, 5 out of 10 for me. I have already pointed out his errors in this game, so yeah, we expect much more from McTominay. Fred gets a 7 for me, not just because of his sheer tenacity and willingness to push forward, but also just his positioning and footballing intelligence. As fans, all we want to see is entertaining and fast football. Fred seems to give that, and he seems to be giving everything every time he's on that pitch. So 7 out of 10 for Fred. Bruno gets an 8 out of 10, an assist and a goal again. You just cannot stop this man, can you? True leader in every sense. If only our defense could complement his attacking threats, we would be an unstoppable force. I truly believe that our midfield and our attacking threats are so good. Our players are so well going forward, but our defense, serious changes need to be made to this defense. There's no question about that. And the way he hung his head after Vardy's goal says the whole story, actually. Rashford gets an 8 out of 10 for me. Rashford was extremely wasteful today. He missed a couple of chances, one-on-ones, and he should have put the game to bed way before. Hope he's more clinical in his next games against the Wolves. Martial gets a 7 for me. He did not really do much. I expect quite a lot more from him. Now James is a 5 out of 10 for me. James almost had no part to play in the whole game and he was rightfully substituted early. He needs to up his game if he wants to be in Ole's plan going forward. Cavani gets a 7 out of 10 for me. Cavani made an instant impact after coming on. His work ethics has really impressed me once again, and I really hope he starts against Wolves. That's it for this video, guys. Hope you liked it. Please do not forget to like and subscribe to our channel or follow if you're watching this on Instagram, and see you soon.